jumped from the edge of space and lived to tell the tale. But years later, far from the cameras, in a quiet villa in Italy, Felix Baumgartner was found dead under circumstances that still don't make sense. The man who defied gravity may have uncovered something he wasn't meant to see. Tonight, on Midnight Mindset, we explore the haunting final days of a modern legend and ask the question, did Felix die? Or was he silenced? Austrian extreme athlete Felix Baumgartner, 56, died on Thursday afternoon in a paragliding accident in Porto Sant'Elpidio, coastal town on the Adriatic in Italy's Marche region. According to the fire department, Baumgartner lost control of his motorized paraglider due to a sudden illness and crashed into a hotel pool. He died instantly, emergency responders confirmed. The jump that changed HISTOR. Wytha, world watched in awe as Felix Baumgartner ascended 128,000 feet into the stratosphere in a helium balloon. Wearing a pressurized suit and equipped with 7 cameras, he stood at the edge of a tiny capsule, and jumped. Free-falling at over 800 miles per hour, he broke the sound barrier with his body. It was a moment that merged science, courage, and spectacle. He became the first human to break Mach 1 without any aircraft. But while the world remembers the jump, few know what came after. The paranoia, the silence, the sudden withdrawal from public life. Felix would later say, "Up there, you don't just see the world, you see everything behind it." After the jump, Felix became a global icon. Interviews, magazine covers, documentaries, but then he vanished. He refused most media appearances. His Instagram turned cryptic, filled with mountain views, shadowy figures, and occasional captions like "there are things above the clouds no one should see." In 2018, he moved quietly to Italy, a private villa near Lake Como. Locals said he rarely left the house, except at night. And when he did, he was seen looking at the stars, always alone. June 3rd, 2025. Early morning, the gardener arrived at Felix's villa for routine maintenance. But the gates were open and the front door slightly ajar. Inside, silence. Of struggle, no blood. Just Felix, lying face down in his study. A single page of notes beneath his hand, most of it smudged, water damaged. But one line remained. "They followed me from the edge of the sky. I wasn't supposed to see them. Police called it natural causes. No signs of forced entry, no toxins. In his system, just a man in perfect health, dead overnight." The case was closed in less than 72 hours. Online forums erupted. Some believed Felix had been silenced, that his jump allowed him to see military satellites or experimental crafts in near space. Others claimed he intercepted encrypted signals during the fall. But a Reddit post from an alleged former Red Bull flight engineer gained traction. It read, "Felix was obsessed with something he saw before the jump. Not during, before. While floating. He said he felt watched, not by Earth. We thought it was altitude stress. Maybe it wasn't." Another theory suggests Felix encountered a classified craft, or worse, something non-human. Strange radio interference was recorded on his helmet audio 12 seconds before the jump. NASA never addressed it. During the crash, a hotel employee was hit by debris and sustained neck injuries. She received first aid on site and was taken to the hospital. Baumgartner had taken off from a launch area for motor paragliders. His longtime partner, who was in the area with him, was informed of his death. At the time of the crash, many people, among them several children, were near the pool. According to first responders, the tragedy could have been far worse. Baumgartner's glider struck a wooden structure next to the swimming pool. Police, firefighters, and the Red Cross responded quickly. The area was sealed off. The accident occurred at the holiday resort La Mimos, located 2 kilometers from Porto Sant'Elpidio, spanning 30,000 square meters. The edge of space, and the Uncano WN, the boundary between Earth and space. It's not empty. It's full of radiation, electromagnetic distortions, and according to some pilots, anomalies. From World War II Foo Fighters to recent Pentagon UAP disclosures, the skies above Earth have always held mysteries. Felix's final journal recovered. From a hidden drawer had one recurring sketch, an oval shape with dots around it. Always above Earth, always watching. Maybe what he saw wasn't meant for human eyes. Maybe he brought something back, Felix. Baumgartner was a hero, a daredevil, a dreamer, a record dash breaker, but what if his greatest feat wasn't surviving the jump, but keeping a secret until the end? We may never know what truly happened in Italy or in the skies above. But one thing is certain, his final words weren't of fear, they were of something watching. And sometimes, when we stare too long into the sky, something stares back. World fame through Stratosphere jump Baumgartner became internationally known in autumn 2012 with his jump from over 36 kilometers above Earth. He had previously jumped from the Christ the Redeemer statue in Rio, flown across the English Channel with carbon wings, and repeatedly made headlines with daring stunts and controversial statements. Born on April 20th, 1969 in Salzburg, he had dreamed of flying since childhood. "I always wanted to see the world from above," he said in an APA interview before his stratospheric jump. Trained as a mechanic and served in the Austrian army, where he learned parachuting first base jump in 1996. Baumgartner completed his first base jump in 1996 from the New River Gorge Bridge in West Virginia. He turned professional in 1997. Sponsored by Red Bull. His logo flame and the number 502 came from his registration with the American BASE Association in 1998. Italian media reacted with shock. "The man of impossible challenges didn't make it this time," wrote Gazzetta dello Sport. Corriere della Sera called him the king of bold challenges and records. FPH leader Herbert Kickl also expressed condolences. Felix Baumgartner was a brave pioneer, patriot, and a man of principle. He showed what's possible through courage and determination. Kickl added, "Felix Baumgartner will be remembered as a one-of-a-kind adventurer who dared to push the limits." Asterisk, if you found this story as haunting as we did, share it. Comment what you think really happened. Was it all in his mind, or did Felix see something humanity isn't ready for? Subscribe to Midnight Mindset for more dark, thought-provoking stories, where science meets mystery and reality feels just a little off.